Hello, Taurus Nation. Welcome to your 7-day forecast with Angelic Ascensions. I hope all is genuinely well. This may be a reading that may resonate with you if you happen to have Taurus in your Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus dominant in your natal chart, or if you happen to be cross-watching for a Taurian. You might find some information in this reading that may resonate for you. There are a few things that I would like for you to bookmark in the back of your mind as you listen to this reading. Understand, Taurus, that this reading is general. So this automatically means that there will be some things in this reading that you might hear that don't resonate. And there will also be some things that might be a direct match to your situation. Take in what genuinely applies, disregard the rest. Please avoid making any rash decisions or jumping to any sort of conclusion based on a general reading. If you would like a reading based on your own personal energy, you can of course book a reading on my website, which happens to be angelicascensionstarot.com. We're always going to go over sensitive topics. Take that as a trigger warning, and let's dive in. See what might be playing out for the Taurus Nation over the next 7 days. Taurus. Seems like you had tension with someone from your past. This could be a past relationship. It seems like who was brought up in your reading is a Capricorn. I also see Aquarius, Cancer, Libra, and your own energy, Taurus. Seems like you're concerned about your home life. Taurus. Maybe some of you could be selling a home, purchasing a home. Something might be going on with your vision as well. Maybe you're getting your vision checked, just as a random side note. Let's see what's going on. Taurus. So it looks like somebody's on your mind. You could be daydreaming about something. You could be daydreaming, or someone that's Cancerian could possibly be daydreaming about you, because there's definitely a Cancer that shows up to your reading. Taurus, you got some gossip. Somebody that's gossiping about you. There could be something that could be going online. Somebody could possibly be speaking ill of you, slandering your name, possibly online. It seems like word is out about you. People claim to know something about you, Taurus. It seems like you're the talk of the town. In the meantime, there's somebody that's talking about you that you're not talking to. Whether or not this is online or this is just maybe in private conversation, it seems like your name is the topic of conversation. Taurus. So something's going on with your money. Your money might be on a decrease. Seems like there's an Aries that shows up to your reading. So if your money hasn't been where you'd like it to be, it seems like something might bring in some money around this period of time. Yep, definitely an Aries, a Scorpio. And it seems like there's someone from your past. Yeah, especially if there's been a breakup, some sort of a separation. I think someone's trying to make a decision about something. Taurus. Yep, that's your energy, Taurus. We are obviously dealing with another Taurus, Virgo or Capricorn, but Taurus is the highlight. Your own energy, Taurus, is the most highlighted. By the way, happy birthday, Taurus Nation. Happy upcoming birthday, happy belated birthday, and happy birthday if today is your birthday. Let's get it. So, Taurus, it looks like somebody has been thinking about this. That somebody could possibly be daydreaming about you. Or somebody could be thinking about maybe the way that a situation happened. Maybe they're daydreaming about better times, better days. Or maybe you were on better terms. Is what this looks like to me. It looks like something fell off between you and this person. Yeah, something ended. It looks like somebody is ignoring the other person because they feel like they're shady or they're up to something. Oh, maybe they had somebody else that they were dealing with, this looks like. This could have been the reason that you went your separate ways from someone. Maybe you had an argument. Maybe there was an intense conversation that you had with someone. Yes, someone is deciding. Someone could be deciding whether or not they should approach you, especially online, because it looks like either somebody wants to send you a message or say something to you online, Taurus. I think somebody's thinking about it. And I think as much as maybe somebody really does want to come through and say something to you, it just seems like right around this time somebody has decided to maybe put this off. Because somebody is under the impression that maybe their energy is not welcome. Whoever this is, Taurus, it looks like they're going through it. Okay, especially since somebody thinks that you don't want to deal with them, that you cut them off. What's really going on? Amethyst. This could possibly have something to do with an Aquarius or a Pisces. Okay, persist. Maybe this is possibly somebody that just doesn't get a clue. Maybe you might feel like somebody is persistently around. No. This stays on the table. But this definitely feels like someone is trying to persist. Somebody very persistent at something here. Some sort of work, which we're going to look at in a second as the context builds to see what's going on here. What's going on between you and this person, though? Okay, because it looks like the two of you are thinking about one another, about a past relationship. Some of you have kids with this person. And maybe the issue is equality, being treated as an equal within a co-parenting relationship. Maybe that's something that you're taking an issue with. It seems like what broke up the bond between you and this person is an affair. Maybe this is somebody that's having an affair with you, or they're having an affair with someone. Somebody does not want a serious relationship. This would especially be the case if this is a long distance relationship. It seems like it's hard for maybe things to keep a good balance with someone being in a different state or a different location. And this might be why you feel like somebody is up to something, is because they're dealing with somebody that's maybe local to them. Some of you Tauruses, you could be getting into a new situation. No, this seems like somebody was in a situation while they were with you. Like there's a situation where two relationships were overlapping. They started talking to somebody while they were talking to you. And maybe that's what these rumors were about. Because this looks like, be careful. Let me talk to you singles for a second, because it looks like there's somebody that you're interested in. And maybe this is what you're making a decision about. You're trying to decide. This could be you deciding between two people. This could be you deciding whether or not you're going to approach someone that you're interested in. But definitely it feels like you're approaching a past person. For some of you, let's see, because I see children are involved. Maybe for some of you, this isn't your relationship. This might be a relationship that mentioned something about co-parenting and such. This could be your kids. They could be in a relationship with someone. Maybe there's teenagers here that we're talking about. This is a co-parenting situation. You got an ex coming back, okay? An on again, off again relationship. This is definitely somebody that's coming back. This is somebody that's decided that they want to step up and possibly be a better parent. That's what this looks like to me. But it looks like in order for that to really happen, they'd have to get on better terms with you. Definitely a kid that's struggling with school. Yeah, parenthood. Maybe around this period of time, parenthood is a real struggle. Maybe trying to relate to a child. This could be making decisions on behalf of a child. And this is you just dealing with someone that you feel is extremely difficult, Taurus. I think you're in the process of figuring that out. Somebody could possibly be from the south or the south side of maybe a city, a state, I'm not sure. Let's see what else might be going on. We're talking about children. I was mentioning to you something might be happening with a child in school. Maybe there's a child that doesn't really know their potential when it comes to school. And they could be very distracted by the people that are around them. In school is what this looks like. Especially with dating. And there could definitely be a kid that could be getting in trouble with school because of these distractions. Somebody bullying a child, possibly. There could be a child that could be dealing with bullying in school, possibly. And maybe that's what this is about. There's a kid that might not be doing very well at test taking. And a child that might be going through some insecurities around this period of time. You know what I mean? So if this is not like, no, once again, parenthood. So I honestly think that something might be going on between you and, like I said, someone that you're co-parenting children with, or you and your child. Yeah, maybe your kid does need tutoring. So that could be something that you could be looking into. Maybe a mentor, because you feel like your child's other parent is just too maybe into themselves, maybe focused on their own lifestyle choices and not really on co-parenting. There's a Scorpio, if I didn't mention this already. Let's see what's going on in some other area of your life. Taurus. See what's going on at work. It seems like there's something that you want to put a stop to. Or somebody might want to put a stop to you. Okay, Taurus. With regard to some... Yeah. Let's talk about it. Somebody does want to put a stop to something that you're doing. Okay, because Taurus, somebody might feel like you are the one lighting candles. Possibly sending work. Somebody feels like you're working on them, Taurus. Or like I said, vice versa. The reading can always be reversed. Because it looks like there's some jealousy at work. Maybe you might see this person's face. I mentioned to you something about what's going on online could definitely be relevant to you. You could come across somebody's face could possibly come across your feed. Or you can't stand the look on somebody's face. Taurus. And one's at the bottom, neighbors. Maybe you work from home, possibly. Being watched by your neighbors. Is that who's doing candle work on you? No, spirit guides say yes, there is definitely something about your neighbors. What's going on with the neighbors? Chaos. Mass confusion. That's what somebody is sending to you, yeah. Disillusion, Venus. Does somebody want you to move away? Because it seems like, okay, why are your neighbors weird? You might be noticing a lot of bugs. Rotation. Maybe you might have, I don't know, maybe you got neighbors moving in and out. Oh, goodness, there's a lot going on here. There's a lot going on with your health. Somebody's a smoker. Random side note, you have blood clots? Maybe your salt intake is through the roof. Taurus. Yeah, it looks like you're seeing a lot of birds. Random side note. Yes, you're eating a lot of salt and sugar. It seems like maybe you're eating out a lot, possibly. Something is going on with your health. I think some of you might be anemic. Maybe you don't have enough iron in your blood right around this period of time. And definitely something's going on with your gut health. If this isn't something going on with you and your health, then this feels like this is the health of a pet, an animal. But I'm trying to figure out what's going on with these neighbors. I'm trying to figure out, what is it with the neighbors? What has the neighbors in a tizzy about you? Why are they so invested in what you're doing? For some of you, it's your neighbors. They might be sending this mass confusion. Maybe they're confused about you. Maybe there's a lot of noise coming from your side of things. Because it seems like maybe there's somebody that's concerned about what you're doing, or your neighbors are kind of nervous, or not nervous, but maybe they are. Nosy is what I was trying to say. Notice about nervous or nosy about who's coming in and out of your house. Because it definitely feels like somebody is coming back around you. Maybe your neighbors are trying to cause trouble. But I will tell you, who is trying to cause trouble for you is this person that's lighting candles on you. Because this is the person that's trying to cause mass confusion in your life. This is somebody trying to have all hell break loose in your life, is what this looks like. And it definitely feels like this is somebody that knows how to return the favor. So it definitely feels like whoever is sending this, you knowing how to defend yourself. Taurus, this is you sending that energy right back to someone. Especially, like I said, if this is somebody that's online, or this is you, you have an online presence. It seems like someone is trying to maybe stop or prevent, hinder something that you're doing. And it just seems like they can't. This whole thing about fear and such, this could be maybe you're concerned that somebody is dealing with the neighbor. Like they're doing things that they ought not be doing. They could be gossiping. This could definitely be your neighbors talking about you. I mentioned to you, something is going on online. Or you feel like they're trying to get into something. I see someone doing like binding spells on you, Taurus, or cross watcher. Is what this looks like to me. Yes, this is definitely, you are concerned about maybe what somebody is doing behind your back, possibly with the neighbor. Can I say somebody trying to bind you? Somebody definitely gets caught in something that they're doing. And it seems that maybe this is somebody that just comes back over and over to ask for forgiveness again and again after they've done things behind your back over and over. Yeah, manipulation. Let me say it says demon beneath that. Definitely feels like somebody is trying to stop something that you're doing. And yeah, they're trying to do so under a disguise. Or they're trying to cloak their energy, disguise who they are. But I definitely feel that there's something that you see about this situation, something that you're now aware of. Spirit definitely brings something to your awareness. Maybe there's something that you did not know about. Maybe you were nervous about it, unsure about it. It seems like something is very clear to you around this period of time. And whatever you find out about, it definitely feels like you're here to eliminate that type of negative energy. You're removing this now that you're aware of what or who this is. By doing this, it seems like this allows opportunities to come your way. It feels like it has the ability to now increase your focus, because it seems like your focus was off for a moment. It was very fixated on what these people were doing. And it definitely feels like it's your birthday, but I feel like it's your gifts that are opening up, because it definitely feels like some sort of gift that you have is being enhanced. Possibly through a spiritual awakening around this period of time. Yeah, it definitely feels like you're using these gifts to be of service to other people. This is definitely Virgo. Some of you could possibly be dealing with a Virgo. This is a Virgo. This is definitely somebody that's dealing with a whole bunch of people behind your back. Maybe, like I said, that's what you were scared of. You were afraid. Hush! Afraid of this happening, and it seems like it's this week that you get the confirmation that there's somebody that you thought was on your side, somebody that you thought had your back, and now you're coming to see that this person is an enemy. Taurus or cross watcher. You thought somebody had your back, And now you're seeing the truth of someone that's in your energy. Or this could be somebody around you, since we're talking about children. Spirit guides, is there anything else that needs to be seen this week for the Taurus nation? I hope that some of you, because this looks like some of you might be in a violent situation with someone. Especially after someone has had maybe a bit too much to drink. But on that note, it seems like you might be a heavy coffee drinker, a tea drinker. Like I said, it seems like you're really into sugar. You could be going out and having drinks with friends this week. Taurus could possibly be getting back into the gym. You could be splitting things down the middle. Some of you could possibly be getting a roommate. Somebody could possibly be mixed race. Seems like it's a good idea to have a charger handy for your devices. Taurus. Seems like there's some deadlines this week that maybe you're stressed out about. And you might be just kind of skimming on those deadlines. Like being right on the edge of getting certain things done. Just make sure that when you go shopping, Taurus, because it looks like maybe it's time to go get some groceries. Maybe you're shopping for a lot of sweets, random side note. But while you're shopping, make sure that you get some, what am I trying to say, toilet paper, some things for your home. So it looks like you might need these things. You might be concerned about your possessions. And maybe somebody did pass away that was in your life. And maybe someone passed away from an intentional death. Maybe this is what's on somebody's mind, or this is somebody's mindset. You might be noticing some red flags about someone's mental health around this period of time, Taurus. You got somebody from the afterlife that might be sending you spirit signs that they are at peace and that they don't want you to worry about them. So someone from the afterlife could possibly be coming through to give you some communication. Spirit guides, anything else for the Taurus nation for the next 7 days? Somebody has a flower name, obviously. Come on with it. You got somebody in your energy that's wicked. Maybe someone goes by the name of Alice or Alicia, Elise. Spirit guys, show me what else is here for Taurus. Maybe somebody possibly has red hair. You could possibly be changing the color of your hair. Maybe you're going natural. Maybe letting your natural curls come out, Taurus. Somebody is a musician, sings, is a performer. Whatever someone's masks are, Taurus or cross-watcher, definitely feels like somebody's mask is coming off or you're able to see through it. See what I mean? I think you have a sweets addiction. Either you or somebody around you is just really in love with sweets. Coming through, you could be getting some keys copied. Taurus. You can gamble, Taurus. Maybe you could be playing blackjack. Maybe someone's name could possibly be Jack. I'm not telling you to gamble, Taurus, but it definitely feels like you might win. Maybe. For the next 7 days, what is the advice? No. Yeah, brilliant idea. Yes, your idea is divinely guided. Please take action to bring your idea into fruition. You might be getting some brilliant ideas, Taurus or Crosswatcher. You guys are saying this was meant for you. Something that maybe you're making a decision about this week. Let's talk about it. Let's roll that back, right? We're talking about you deciding on something. Whatever it is that you're making a decision about whether or not to implement this idea. And to make it what you want it to be. Here's your confirmation. Something is really meant for you. And just seems like it's up for you to decide, Taurus or Crosswatcher, about what you do with this. Holy Spirit, the advice for the Taurus nation for the next 7 days. A time of healing is about to bless your life. Accept Archangel Raphael's emerald green light will enhance your strength. Green is definite. Emeralds, I believe, is Taurus. Is that Taurus? That's Taurus. It's made Taurus. You're about to receive some healing. Emotional, especially if this has something to do with something that could be going on physically with someone. Because I definitely do feel that some of you could have a medical issue. And maybe it seems like your spirit guides are telling you it's time to look into this. Maybe Taurus, especially if we're talking about like an infection or like a circulatory issue. It seems like you're looking into this. You got a hex that's been broken too. And be careful about procrastination this week. Because it seems like maybe there's a lot of things that might be on your plate, Taurus. And like I was telling you, you might be kind of like skimming the deadline of things. It seems like it's due to procrastination. Have no fear. No. We talked about that. Your focus comes back. Regain your focus. Trivial matters are distracting you from your goals. Archangel Metatron and I are here to help you stay grounded. Obviously, some trivial matters are here. Your guides are saying stay grounded during this period of time. Stay focused, Taurus. Something is here to, like I mentioned to you, throwing you off, and it seems like you feel like there's nothing that you can do about it. Have no fear. Fear is the trap of the ego. Allow me to use my sword of light to free you from the disquieting feelings holding you back. Fear seems like this is something that's screaming at you this week. It could be your own thoughts that are screaming at you. It's your fears. This is your guide saying, do not allow fear to stand in the way of the things that you want. Because it seems like it's this negative self-talk that could possibly be blocking you from your blessings. So whatever has been a blockage to you, Taurus or Crosswatcher, you guys are bringing this into your awareness. There's some things that maybe you did not know about, were not completely aware about, and now this week, if you kind of really pay attention to the context clues that the spirit guides are sending you, things may begin to make sense. You might be able to piece certain things together to be able to find your way out of a situation that you feel is just very complex, very difficult, and very frustrating at the moment. With that, Taurus Nation and Crosswatchers, this concludes your 7-day forecast with Angelic Ascensions. If you'd like to book a personal with me, the way to do so would be to head over to my website, which happens to be AngelicAscensionsTarot.com. Thank you, Taurus Nation and Crosswatchers, for tuning in. Have a blessed, beautiful, and productive week. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace out, Taurus Nation.